What's up, everyone? Today, I'm pumped to talk about the hottest new shows hitting Netflix in early 2025. Everyone's buzzing about them, and for good reason. I've checked them out, and I'm here to tell you what's worth your time. So, let's dive in. First up, we've got Running Point.
Like all my shitty friends from high school. Just too clean. Just smudge them up or something.
Isla, I am making you the president of the waves.
A comedy that's all about the chaos of a family-run basketball dynasty in Los Angeles. Picture this. Kate Hudson plays a woman who's reluctantly thrust into leading the team after her brother steps down. It's a wild ride of family squabbles and hoops drama. Now, let's talk about what makes this series so great. Oh man, this show is hilarious. The kind of laugh-out-loud funny that keeps you smiling. Kate Hudson totally shines here. Her energy is infectious. The family dynamics feel so real, and it's no shock it hit #1 on Netflix's English TV list with 12.2 million views in its first week. Plus, it's already locked in for season 2. Talk about a slam dunk. Now, let's chat about the bits that didn't quite win me over. If I'm being picky, some parts might feel a tad predictable. You can sometimes see the punchlines coming from a mile away, but honestly, it's so fun I didn't mind too much. Next, let's talk Zero Day.
Madam President, so what's the plan?
Congress is authorizing a special zero-day commission.
A political thriller that's got Robert De Niro leading the charge. This limited series throws you into the aftermath of a massive cyber attack that's tearing the country apart, with De Niro as a former president trying to sort out the mess. It's intense stuff. For the parts that totally won me over, I was on the edge of my seat the whole time. This show is gripping and feels so relevant right now. De Niro is masterful, bringing that gravitas he's famous for. It snagged #2 on the English TV list with 7.5 million views, and I get why. It's smart and keeps you hooked. Let's talk about where it stumbles a bit. It might be a bit much for some folks. The plot gets pretty twisty, and if you're not into political deep dives, it could feel overwhelming, but the audience buzz is strong, even if a few people found it hard to follow. Alright, #3 is Toxic Town.
Tell them what they did to you. What they did to your kids. You tell them the truth.
A drama pulled straight from a real-life environmental scandal in the UK. It's about a community battling corporate negligence after toxic waste messes up their lives. It's heavy, but powerful. Now, let's talk about what makes this series so great. This one hit me right in the feels. It's heart-wrenching and tells such an important story. The storytelling is top-notch, pulling you into the fight for justice. It landed at #3 with 4.7 million views, and I love how it shines a light on something real. But like any show, it's got its flaws. It's not exactly a chill watch. The subject matter is tough, and if you're looking for something light, this might weigh you down, but viewers are calling it emotional and impactful, even if it's a lot to process. Now let's switch gears to Medusa, a Colombian drama that's blowing up globally. It debuted at #1 on Netflix's non-English TV chart with 6.8 million views, and it's got everyone talking. The details on the plot are a little mysterious, but it's clearly striking a chord. I'm captivated by this one. It's got a fresh vibe that's so different from the usual. Seeing international stories like this take off is awesome, and the viewership proves it's a hit. It's great to see Netflix mixing it up with something bold. That said, it's got some rough spots. The language barrier might trip up some viewers. Subtitles or dub aren't everyone's thing, but trust me, it's worth it. But the audience hype is real, even if a few folks hesitated over the Spanish dialogue. If you're into thrillers, just one look is calling your name.
Please leave the message after the tone.
Jacek disappeared.
This six-parter from Poland is adapted from a Harlan Coben novel, and it's all about suspense, with twists you won't see coming. I couldn't stop watching. This show keeps you guessing every step of the way. The storytelling is tight, and I love how Coben's adaptations always deliver that thrill. It's got that addictive quality that makes you hit next episode immediately. It might drag a little for some people. If you like your thrillers fast and furious, the pacing could feel slow at times. The audience is raving about the suspense, even if a few found it a bit drawn out. Okay, American Primeval is next.
This entire American continent will be ours.
We are the chosen!
It's a Western that's not messing around. Set during the 1857 Mountain Meadows Massacre, it's a brutal look at history with some seriously intense action. This show is visually stunning, like movie-level gorgeous. The raw, gritty realism pulls you right into the Wild West, and I was blown away by how cinematic it feels. It's got that epic vibe that makes you feel every moment. It's not for everyone. The violence gets pretty graphic, so if you're squeamish, maybe sit this one out, but viewers are loving the production, even if some say it's too intense. Alright, at number 7, we've got The Leopard. An Italian historical drama. This one's set in the 1860s during Italy's unification, following a Sicilian prince who's trying to hold on to his aristocratic life while everything's changing around him. It's lavish, it's dramatic, and it's got that old world vibe. Here's where the show really shines. I was seriously impressed by how gorgeous this series looks. Like, every scene feels like a painting. The costumes, the sets, they've poured so much into making it feel authentic. The story's got heart too. Watching this prince wrestle with tradition versus progress is captivating if you're into historical stuff. It's a win for fans of period dramas, no doubt. But like any show, it's got its flaws. I'll admit, there are moments that left me wanting more. The pacing can drag a bit. It's one of those slow burn deals that might test your patience if you're not in the mood for it, but I'm seeing some chatter about it being stunning, but maybe too drawn out for some folks. Sliding into number 8, we've got Beauty in Black, a Tyler Perry drama that's been rolling out on Netflix.
You think this is a game? I want to know who's behind this.
This one follows 2 women in Atlanta, Kimmy, a young stripper trying to survive after her mom kicks her out, and Mallory, a slick business mogul running a hair care empire that's hiding some shady secrets. Their worlds crash together, and it's a wild mix of family drama, power plays, and a trafficking twist. Here's where the show really shines. I was hooked from the first episode. This series is packed with that soapy, over-the-top drama that keeps you hitting next. The twists are insane, like stuff you'd never see coming, and I love how it dives into messy relationships and ambition. Crystal Stewart as Mallory is a standout. She's got this fierce energy that carries the show. It's been a top 10 hit on Netflix, even climbing to number 1 in 28 countries, so you know people are eating it up. Now, for the not-so-great parts, I've got to be honest, there are a couple of things that miss the mark. The dialogue can get super repetitive. Everyone's yelling or cursing like it's a contest, and it feels lazy after a while. Some folks saying the acting's uneven and the stereotypes pile up too high. I get it. It's not subtle, and if you're not into that Tyler Perry vibe, it might wear you out before the end. Another Harlan Coben gem, Missing You, is our next pick.
Today we're appealing for information regarding the disappearance of Rishi Magari.
This Josh guy, he's dangerous.
Brenda, stop! Police!
This series is a thriller packed with secrets and betrayal. It's got that signature Coben twistiness that keeps you glued to the screen. To be honest, I'm hooked on this one. It's suspenseful and full of surprises. The plot is so compelling, and it's another win for Coben fans like me. You'll be guessing right up to the end. But if you've seen a lot of Coben stuff, it might feel a little samey. The formula's familiar, but it still works. The audience is loving it, even if a few say it's not breaking new ground. Finally, Adolescence.
Dad, you're not reading what they're doing. It's a call to action by the manosphere.
Look at me now!
The series is a 4-part drama that's doing something wild. Each episode is a single hour-long take. It's artsy, bold, and totally unique. Really, I'm obsessed with how creative this is. This single-take format makes it feel so immersive and real. It's a fresh take on storytelling, and I love how daring it is. It might be too out there for some. If you like your show straightforward, this experimental style could throw you off, but viewers are praising its ambition, even if a few found it hard to get into. There you go, folks. The top 10 new Netflix series lighting up early 2025. So, what's going on your watch list? Let me know in the comments. I'm dying to hear your thoughts. If you enjoyed this rundown, give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button for more streaming scoop. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll catch you in the next one.